Hello students, welcome in Science and Technology Part 2, 9th Standard, and the topic is 18, Observing Spaces. So students, in the first session we have studied the half of the part of the topic, in which we have studied different forms of light, telescopes and types of telescopes. Now in the second session we are going to discuss about telescope in space and Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. So we are going towards telescopes in space. Visible light and the radio waves emitted by the heavenly bodies in space can pass through the Earth's atmosphere and reach the Earth's surface. So optical and radio telescopes can be erected on the surface of the Earth. However, the Earth-based telescope presents some problems in making good quality observation. So to observe the celestial bodies or the heavenly bodies, there are the different types of telescopes we have seen, but now some of the telescopes are also get erected in the space, but there is a difficulty is created that while making observations there some problems are created. The visible light coming from heavenly body has to pass through the Earth's atmosphere to reach the Earth's surface. So during this journey, some of the light is get absorbed by the atmosphere and intensity of the light reaching the Earth's surface decreases. A second problem is caused by the changes in the atmospheric and temperature. So there is no constant atmospheric pressure and the temperature is remaining. So the changing temperature and the atmospheric pressure also affect the rays which are coming from the celestial bodies. A second problem is also we have discussed. So these changes cause turbulence in the atmosphere, which in turn cause of the light rays to change their path slightly and thereby shake the position of the image. So here is we are saying that changing the light path is nothing but the refraction of the light takes place. Also, because of sunlight, we cannot use the optical telescopes during the day. During the night, too city lights and cloudy weather can cause difficulties in observing the heavenly bodies. To reduce these problems, optical telescopes are situated on top of the mountains. So it will be helped to create the images and the radiation. At an uninhabited places where the telescopes are situated means it will be not affect or any disturbances are observed. However, if we want to get rid of all the above problems completely, we should place the telescope above the Earth's atmosphere, means in the space itself. These problems do not exist in the space, and thus the image obtained by the space telescopes would be bright and very clear and will remain at one place. Scientists have turned this idea into reality. Students, in 1990, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration launched into space an optical telescope called as the Hubble telescope. It has a mirror of diameter 19.4 inches and is orbiting the Earth at a height of 589 km from it. This telescope is still working and it has helped to make important discoveries. Here we are seeing in the slide that is the Hubble telescope, which gives more information without any disturbances. So it is the most important factor that when the telescopes are erected in the telescope in the space, it will be gives more brightly information, and due to there is no disturbances in the atmosphere. But in the next slide we are seeing that in 1999 the National Aeronautics and Space Administration launched an X-ray telescope named as the Chandra in space to study X-rays coming from the heavenly objects. Special mirrors which can be reflect X-rays were used in this telescope. Chandra has given us very useful information about stars and galaxies. The telescope is named after the famous Indian scientist Subrahmanyam Chandrasekhar. On the honor of that, the name of the telescope is given, that is the Chandra. Hello students. In the next part, we are going to study about ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization, which is situated in Bengaluru. This institute was established in 1969 with the aim of developing technology for making and launching of artificial satellites. So through the ISRO, number of artificial satellites are launched which are performing very well in the galaxy. Till date, ISRO has successfully launched a large number of satellites. ISRO's program is foremost among the successful programs undertaken by independent India. India's progress in space science has played a big role in national and social development. The INSAT and GSAT means series of satellites support our telecommunication network, television, broadcasting and meteorological services. It is because of them that telescopes, television and internet services are available everywhere in the country. The EduSat satellite in this series is used exclusively for education. The IRS satellite series is used for the monitoring and management of natural resources as well as the disaster management. Last one is the astronaut. In 2015, Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, launched an artificial satellite called as the AstroSat in space. This satellite has ultraviolet rays and X-ray telescopes and detectors. Most of the parts used in this satellite are made in India. It is a unique system having different kinds of telescopes on a single satellite. Indian scientists are studying various aspects of the universe using the data obtained with this telescope. So most of the work is independently worked by the ISRO in 2015, and the different types of artificial satellites are sent in the galaxy or space, which will help to the observing different galaxial bodies and different celestial bodies, and with the help of that satellite we can study it very well by sitting here. So students, I hope you have understand better the topic 18, observing, that is the space. We are stopping here and completing the topic. Thank you very much.